Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Season 2. I have been a busy person off screen. As you can see, I've been welding and creating things. And this is going to be the deck area of our ship for our small craft. Our large craft are going to have a different docking area. But somebody last episode I mentioned that they wanted to see me build this. Unfortunately, I didn't really have the camera running when I was building this. Because it took a lot of finagling. I wanted to see how far I would build it and where I would build it and how large the pads would be. So I did a couple of things, and this is what I came up with. It'll be 3 decks, 1, 2, 3, and there will be 3 pads on the other side as well. The way that you're going to get to the other side is there's going to be a catwalk on the top, as well as you're going to be able to get there via the bottom as well. And they're going to be armored tubes, so even if, say, this area is breached and under fire, they're still going to be able to access both ways without getting shot. Or at least that's the idea. Anyhow, this is what I've come up with, and the suggestion that we're going to be taking today is by Demetrius Thomas, and he said build a little fighter with the fighter cockpit. And the fighter cockpit is an add-on or a mod, and we're going to do that. So we're going to have our first fighter for our first hangar. I haven't actually finished making the armor plates in the center. I ran out of steel. I had been doing this for a while and I had ran out of steel, and I'm like, whatever, I'm going to make an episode right now. So, anyhow, I know that we have plenty of steel left, so we can actually finish making the armor plates. In fact, we might as well just do that now. In fact, another thing that I did is I added a couple more engines and 1 more reactor to our welder ship, because for the most part, I like this welder ship being small, because then we can maneuver ourselves inside of the station, or inside of the, this is almost a station, it's not a station. We'll maneuver ourselves inside of the large ship and build things, whereas if I had it attached to the big space tug, wherever it is, I don't know where I put it, where with the merge block, it wouldn't be able to fit in there very well. So I just added a couple more engines in each direction and another nuclear reactor, so we can just maneuver ourselves a little bit quicker. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go get a couple more steel plates. We're going to finish one of the armor decks, and then we're going to make a small fighter, the first fighter craft that we're going to be putting in our capital ship. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. And I'm going to have to put heavy armor blocks around the connector over here, because as you see, I'm damaging it just with thrust damage. There we go, perfect, lock. Go into the inventory, medium cargo container, large. Let's just, there we go. We'll take as many as we can possibly hold, which is 19,000. That should be enough, more than enough to, oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. That should be more than enough to finish one of the landing areas, landing decks. So we'll probably finish the top landing deck because it's the easiest to fit our craft in, or our welding ship in. Alright. I've had to finish most of these blocks by hand. At least that's what I have been doing. In fact, I have a little bit of B-roll footage I might put in an annotation so you guys can watch it, just to show you my process of how I was building this thing. Alright, and let's start welding. And luckily this doesn't take too long, so I don't think I'll have to put it in a time lapse. I'll just go right on down the line and weld all these blocks. Oop, I missed a couple. Go back to get those. There we go. In fact, I might not finish the entire deck. I just want to finish enough of it so that we can build our small fighter craft on it without damaging any of the unbuilt steel armor blocks. So let's go do that. In fact, this will probably be enough once we do this final pass to go build our fighter craft. Oh, missed a block over there. There we go. And right, just about done. And I don't want to add too many thrusters to this welding ship because I know I'll end up damaging the blocks that I'm building by running into them. So that's why I don't have too many engines on it. I think I have at most two engines in one single direction, so I don't want to end up damaging the thing that I'm trying to build. Alright, that should be good enough. We could finish the bridge, or the little pathway. However, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for staircases and passages yet, so that's something I have to figure out. Or if any of you guys have suggestions on how to build it, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I always read them. Alright, now let's go here. We'll grab what we need to build ourselves a fighter craft. We will definitely need steel plates. We're going to be making them out of heavy armor blocks. And he said a small fighter craft. Yep, Demetrius Thomas said build a little fighter craft, so we'll build a little one. It won't be that large, but it will still have a complement of weapons. And let's see here, we're going to need large steel tubes as well. 200 should be fine. Large steel tubes. We'll take enough of them. How about 50 of those? Or 46, because that's all we can carry. Alright. I think we might need... Okay, no, I thought we might need interior plates for that, but we don't. Okay, good. Alright, now let's build ourselves... Ooh, that's pretty cool. You can see inside the cockpit of our ship. Anyhow, let's go build ourselves a new small ship. Put it here. This is going to be very heavily armored. Whoops. Well, let's see. Let's just build a little area where we're going to put the cockpit, and from there we're going to build everything around our cockpit. I don't know how large these fighter cockpits are, but we will find out. There we go. Okay, so it's going to be fairly big. We'll build as little of a fighter cockpit as we can. Alright. Now let's put some armor slope on this. There we go. In fact, I want to just see what it's going to look like. Okay. Because I want these slopes to match. So that's a 1x1 going to another 1x1. So let's keep on doing that. Wait, where was that? That was there. Okay. And we're definitely going to put some Gatling cannons on this. Definitely put some missile launchers on it as well, but because this is going to be a light fighter craft, we're probably not going to put that many on. I'm guessing maybe 2 Gatling cannons, 4 missile launchers, or 4 Gatling cannons, 2 missile launchers. I'm not sure. Probably more missile launchers than Gatling cannons because they tend to be more effective. And, well, these are going to be fighting the, probably, fighter craft. So we're probably going to want it to be very maneuverable, have a lot of engines, and fighting fighter craft means that Gatling cannons actually will do a fairly good job against them, so... Debating whether we should put more Gatling cannons on than missile launchers. We can always change it in the future, though. That's the nice thing about Space Engineers. You don't have to have it set in stone. You can always change it. Alright. So we need motors and a whole bunch of stuff to finish this, so... I'm actually going to have to finish this. Ugh, come on, fatty, you can make it. There we go. Oh, nope, need a motor. Alright, let's go get some motors, because apparently we need those. Alright. Let's go get some motors. I don't know, we'll take 50 of them if we can. We'll also need some... Whoops, nope. We need some displays. We'll take 50... No, not 50. We probably take 12 displays. Should be more than enough. Thrust components we will need. Probably not that many, so I'll take 50 of those. Or 2. We'll take 2, because that's all that we can fit. We're gonna need bulletproof glass to finish the cockpit, I know that. And some interior plate as well. Okay. Let's finish this. 'Cause we want that to be working for certain. Because if we can't undock, that would be embarrassing. Only slightly, though. Alright. Now, that's the front. Let's do that. And we'll start tapering the front. Let's do that. Almost makes it look like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Kinda, sorta. Maybe if the front was longer, but it's very hard to make sloped edges in Space Engineers unless you want to make a 1x1 slope. That's about all you can do. Can't make a gradual slope. Alright. So, what are we going to put here? We have... Let's see if we can fit some armored thrust on here. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look good. How about that, maybe? No. Well, let's keep on building the front of the ship. Okay, well, let's build that there. That there. Okay. Let's get ourselves some Gatling cannons and missile launchers so we know where we're going to put those. Or rocket launcher. There we go. We'll put the rocket launcher farther out. How about here is probably fine. Okay. Is that even? Yes, it is. Alright. There we go. Alright, that looks decent. Now let's see, how are we going to build that? We're probably going to want a heavy armor inverted corner to put here. There we go. Actually, do I want to... Well, I know for certain that I want to have the rocket launchers hooked up via connector tubes so they can continuously feed. I don't think we're going to need that for the Gatling cannon. However, it appears that I may have messed something up. Because that looks normal, whereas... Oh, I gotcha. I misplaced this guy. Alright, let's build them. Oh, we need more computers already. Alright, well, we'll get to that right away then. So we need more computers. Let's continue building this. Uh-oh. Actually, I need to grind away that block so I can finish building the block further in there, if I can. There we go. Alright, there we go. And let's finish welding these if we can. Okay, good. Now, probably gonna put headlights here. Because you never know when it's going to be dark. Never know indeed. Alright. Oh. There we go. Placed it. Now let's see if we can weld them. Alright. There we go. Okay, and let's see about the headlights. Or spotlights, rather. Alright, we have everything we need except for interior plate. And then we'll tip that off right there. Alright. Okay. We can finish building this block. Forgot about that guy. And let's finish that off. Alright, now we gotta figure out where we're gonna put our... I don't know, should we have a large reactor? Probably not. Probably 2 or 3 small reactors will be just fine. And we want the redundancy in case one of our reactors get blown up. We still have a little bit of power. We don't want to be dependent on one singular reactor. Otherwise, bad things can happen. Alright. However, what we are going to do is we are going to put small conveyors and conveyor tubes. Oh, I need interior plate. Let's go get the interior plate and motor so we can finish the other things that we needed to build. So we need motors. Might as well just, well, I don't know if we need to take all of them, but we'll take another 50 motors. Some interior plate we needed. I think we needed maybe 20 interior plate. We needed some of these guys as well. Alright. Well, it's taking shape. A little bit. Oh yeah, that's right, I needed computers as well. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It wasn't motors that I needed, it was computers. Of course. Well, let's continue building this, though. Alright. Oop. Still need more interior plate. I must be carrying a lot of something that I don't need. We have a lot of small steel tube, that's why. Let's continue building this, though. Actually, no. Because we're going to put conveyors there, and right here we're going to put probably a small cargo, or maybe we'll put the cargo container further up. I don't know. Anyhow. That's going to do just fine. And that's going to be the very, very back end of it. Probably going to put a large engine on the back of this guy because it's going to be a fighter craft. And we want it to be fairly fast. And I'm low on energy. Might as well hop in one of these guys. You know what? Let's see here. What do we have in here? We have almost everything we need to finish that, so let's I don't know if this will work or not, but we will see if we can finish it without destroying anything, please. Maybe? Yeah, kind of. Finished something. There we go. Hey, we finished the cockpit, I think. And we're finishing some other things. Don't know what. It's taking a long time to finish it, though. Well, that was useful. And now our suit is recharged. And there might be stuff in here that we need. Such as computers. Well, we probably don't need computers anymore, but we do need interior plate. We'll take, I don't know, 50, not 05, 50. And we'll probably take more computers. As many as we can. I know we're low on space. We don't need that many small steel tubes, so we'll drop off 50 of those, and we'll take another, I don't know, however many we can take. There. Good enough. Actually, kind of want to see what it's like to be inside of this thing. Ooh, fancy. That is a fancy cockpit. Good job, modders. Good job. Okay. Now let's... There we go. I don't know if I should leave that open. I might. At least for now, so I might be able to manually load it by hand, just for the first time. Alright, we'll do that. We need conveyor tube, or conveyor, 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 conveyor. And there we go. A whole bunch of conveyor tubes then. Actually, just in case, we're going to put a conveyor right here. Alright. Alright, then we're going to have to put a cargo container of some sort that we're going to have to be able to access as well. So we're going to probably put it near the top of the ship. This is going to turn out to be a little bit bigger of a fighter craft than I would like, but whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Just finish these guys. Alright. You know what? No. I'll finish all of these blocks. And might as well put some side skirts on this guy so we don't accidentally damage the cannon somehow. This is going to be a very, very weird looking ship. Alright, let's continue with our design. Or lack thereof. There we go. The heavy armor is definitely going to help protect the ship. Mostly against Gatling cannon fire, not so much against missiles, especially from large ships, but a ship this quick should be able to evade for the most part. Alright. There we go. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright. Now, let's continue with our design. Oop, there we go. And we need probably just a small cargo container will be fine. Should be just fine. There we go. I know it's not flush with the top, but that'll prevent it from getting damaged. And speaking of things that we need to do, let's put some gyroscopes on here. Maybe not the best spot. This might be a better spot for it. And we'll put 2 more gyroscopes here. We need small reactors. We'll put them near the top as well. Whoop. That's what I wanted to do. We'll do 3 and an emergency reactor inside of the ship. Ooh, actually, I have an idea. Oh, don't want to destroy that. I'm actually going to have one of these feed via conveyor. That way, in case those take damage, we can still have one on the inside of the ship that we don't have to feed manually. That will always have some uranium in it, in case of an emergency. Alright, there we go. Let's see, what do we need to finish these guys? Metal grids and reactor components. Which we might have in here, so that might be a quick fix. Metal grid. No, not much metal grid. And we do have some reactor components. There we go. Alright. Now we just need some more metal grids. In the meantime, let's finish the design of the ship. Alright. Now we're going to have to find some placement for our thrusters. Okay. Well, we're going to want one large thruster at least on the back, some small thrusters, and maybe some armored slope thrusters. So here we go. And of course we can't place it, because that would be too easy now, wouldn't it? So we'll have to do that just to place the thing. Alright. We'll take care of the ugliness that is that in a little bit. Alright, and let's continue. We're going to put some regular thrusters there. 4 lateral thrusters in each direction should be fine. Oh, we're low on steel plates. That's a surprise. Well, let's continue with the design, though. One, two, three, 4. There we go. Okay, what else do we need? We're gonna need probably... We're gonna need a couple thrusters going up. There we go. Do the same thing in this side. And start over here. Rotate them around. There we go. Need some steel plates to finish these guys. We need some thrusters that go down. We'll put 2 there. We'll put 2 in a different spot on the ship. Alright. Suppose we can try to finish these. Pour as many components as we can into them. Alright, good, good, good. Now we're going to have... There we go. Whoops. That's what I'm looking for. Now we need thrusters. So we have thrusters that go up, down, side, side, backwards. Now we need retro thrusters. They're the only ones that we actually need yet. Alright, can I fit that? Whatever. It looks like it's symmetrical. Okay. And now we need the retro thrusters, which we shall put. That's a good question. I have no idea where to put the retro thrusters. Well, let's go get some more steel plate because we are low on that. As well as energy, for that matter. So let's go in here. Let's just grab ourselves some energy nice and quick. It's interesting how this goes up by increments of 8, whereas the other one goes up by increments of like 1 or 2. When you sit in the chair, it goes up a lot differently than when you are at the medical room. Just an interesting observation. Alright, now we need some more metal. No, we'll take another 250, should be fine. We don't need any more reactor components. Thrust components we probably need a couple more of, so we'll grab another 50 thrust components. Large steel tubes we're going to need. That might be it. Nope, we're going to need construction components as well. Alright, that should be it. Now let's go finish this guy. Just a couple steel plates to finish them. Alright, there we go. I think that's everything on this side. Oh, need this one yet. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, just about finished that one. Alright, now let's finish that guy. We'll just put a... I don't know. That'll be fine. Let's finish these guys. Alright. So, we're actually going to finish the bottom of the ship in a little bit. I know right now it looks kind of funny because it's not completely finished, but that's because it's really hard to weld underneath there. So what I'm going to do is when these engines are operational, we are going to fly the ship up a little bit and then continue building on it. But we're not going to do that yet because we need to finish all the rest of the things. We need to finish the retro thrusters, and we need to finish the top of the ship first. And we need to finish the... oh crap, we forgot metal grid. Well, let's go grab, I believe, what is it? 2 metal grids? 3 metal grids? I don't know. Something like that. There we go. We'll grab 3 just for good measure. Actually, I'm going to grab another reactor component because I might want to put another reactor in there. Because I'm realizing we have a lot of engines on it. A lot more than I realized. So, might behoove us to have another reactor on board. Alright, now let's armor this up. Oops, I don't want to do that. And one more, alright. I suppose I can turn off my jetpack. I'm jumping too high. There we go. Alright, now where are we going to put that last reactor? I know, we'll put it on the bottom of the ship, because having them in different locations means that it'll be harder to all shoot out at once. Alright, and we'll continue with that. Oops, nope, don't want that there. We want a different slope block there. Alright, is that fine? Yep, that's good. Place another one there, maybe? Actually, I have a better idea. Actually, no, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I do have a better idea. As crazy as that sounds. We'll save the better idea for a bit later. Alright. Now we need retro thrusters, so this is my slightly better idea. When I say slightly better idea, it's just... eh. There we go. And now we need to place one of these blocks the correct way there. Alright. I believe that's all the thrusters that we'll need. Okay, now let's finish the top of this. Need to get the heavy armor corners. There we go. Alright, now we need to grab some uranium, fill it, and then we're going to grab some more iron so we can finish the armoring. And that should be about it, actually. I believe we have some uranium in... Actually, I believe it's in the Ghost, if I'm not mistaken. And yep, there it is. We're going to just take 10. Should be fine. We'll put 2.5 in each reactor. Okay. We'll put 2.5 in here. Go on down the line. Actually, you know what I could do? I could just put conveyors all around here, and then they'll all be connected. That's something I could do. And then all of my reactors will be connected, and they'll actually be a little bit more protected. Not by much. I mean, conveyors don't protect you from that much, but better than nothing, I suppose. Alright. Let's take this thing for a spin. Make sure we have everything that we need. Yeah. Not bad. No ammunition or anything. Speaking of which, we will put the Gatling cannons here. That there. Landing gear. Toggle unlock. And toggle lock. Alright, there we go. Now let's flip this guy upside down. Ooh, and we're going to start work on the bottom side. Right now it's all flat and weird looking, but not for long. Let's do this. Alright. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I wish you could use symmetry in survival mode, but you can't. Make this a lot easier. There we go. Add one more. You know what? I might just take the welding ship to this. Might be a lot easier. Oops, not there. And we're going to want to make sure that the landing gear still has a little bit of room. Oh, I'm out of heavy armor blocks. Or steel plates, rather. Let's grab a couple. Probably just 500 should be more than enough. Speaking of that, we can drop off these things, because I don't think we need them anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. We do need... We're going to build one more reactor. Speaking of which, and we need a couple of, motors. Alright. Almost completely forgot about the fact that I wanted more motors. Or more reactors, or one more reactor, rather. Put one near the front of the ship in case, you know, you never know. Okay, now we'll put this here. There we go. Oh, I need a large steel tube as well, which I'm not sure if we have any. No would be the answer to that. Let's go grab ourselves our large steel tube. Just one. And then we should be done. Then we should be done. Oh, and computers, of course. Well, that has computers, so we should be fine. Let's just continue armoring this guy up, and then we'll take the welder ship to it. There we go. Finish putting our slopes on. And all we need are the corner blocks now. There we go. And one more corner block. There. Whoop. And the back. All right. And we'll finish by putting our corner slopes on. There we go. And we'll just... I think that's it. All we need to do is take our welding ship and finish it. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need one more large steel tube. Or, no, we need computers. I'm sorry. Which we have some. Because I want to put the uranium in there right now, I suppose it'd be a good idea. There we go. Done. And I'm going to fly this over to the welding ship, and we'll have the welding ship weld it. There it is. And we'll go burn down a bit, burn forward. Ooh, we are really close. And that should be fine. Get in here, and we will finish the job. Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job. Alright, that did it nice and quick. A lot faster than it would have done by hand. That's for sure. Alright, now there's just a couple blocks over here that need to be finished. It looks like it's still welding. There we go. Good. And do we have everything on the bottom? Looks like it. Well, it's welding something. Can't tell what. Maybe it's actually attacking it. I have no idea. Anyhow, I think that should be good. It's flying over to this guy. Take her for a spin. See how our light fighter craft is. Oh yeah. Fly this guy around for a bit. Can we thread the needle? I don't know if we're small enough. This is gonna be a tight squeeze. Oh, look at that. We had miles to spare. Okay, maybe not, but... Alright, not bad. Now all we need to do is load this guy up and go kill ourselves a ship. Alright. Let's park this guy next to the Spectre. We'll paint him in the Spectre paint scheme, too. Speaking of which, let's go into the control panel. Me. There we go. That way nobody ever, or none of my ships try to shoot it. Let's go here, change the color black. Alright, there we go. Everything's colored. We just need to give it a couple of red accents. Give it a darker red. Yeah, no, that doesn't look good. Almost looks like a pink. Guess we're going with the lighter red. And we'll just color the tips. There we go. And yeah, that's good. We'll color the engine there, engine there, there, and there. Also color that guy. Yeah, that should be fine. I think one more block on that side, and then we'll call it done. There we go. It's quite small compared to the Spectre, that's for certain. You might even be able to park it inside if there was a door big enough. Just curious, how big is it compared to the front of this ship? I'm gonna turn off my lights. Okay. So, there you go. We have ourselves a small fighter craft. Thank you folks for watching. Keep the suggestions coming. And I will see you guys next time.